Hello, my name is Bemnet, and today we are doing February-March 2018 Mathematics Pure 1 Variant 12. Okay, the question is find the coefficient of x squared and x cubed in the expansion of 1 minus 2x the power of 7. Now, this is a lot to expand. If we have like x plus 1 the whole square, we can do x plus 1 times x plus 1. This will be easy, but this one, you see, 7 times, it will take a lot of times. So what we do is, in order to find this, there are different methods in order to solve this one using Pascal and others, but now we are going to use the cofactor method, and the best and suitable formula for me is this one, which is C, the cofactor, and we have n over here, and r times a, the power of n, times b, the power of r. Now, what are these things? First, we have to understand what does cofactor mean. But before that, let's have an instance. So if we have 1 plus, let's say, we have a plus bx, the power of n. Now, when we are trying to expand this expression, what we do is we find the cofactor first. Then n is this one, as you see over here. This one is written over here. Then also we multiply a the power of n times b the power of r. R is always it starts from 0 and it increases as we go to the right. Now we have 1 minus 2x all raised to the power of 7. So 1 minus 2x all raised to the power of 7. Then how do we expand this one? What we do is, in order to find the coefficient, we use the cofactor. So c into n, the formula I mentioned is nra, the power of n, times b the power of r. Now, our C will be unknown for now, but we are going to know how we can find the value of C. It's easy. We can use calculator or we can do it manually. Now, you see, we have C over here, and then the value of n over here is 7. Also, we have r. R starts from 0, okay? Then a is this one, and this one is b, okay? So we have a as 1, the power of n. N is this one, 7 is n, so we write 7 over here. Then again, times b is minus 2x, the power of r. R is 0 for the first. Then it increases 0 plus 1, 0 plus 2, 0 plus 3. And also n decreases as we go towards the right. Now we can have plus over here. Then c, this one doesn't change. This one will be 1. And the power of 1, the power of 6, it will be, because it's already decreased by 1, 6. Then times minus 2x, the power of 1, because it increases as we go. So when you add these two numbers, they should give you the value of n, which is 7. That's how we go. Then again we go c, and 7 is the n, and we have 2 over here. 1, the power of, it decreases by 1, it will be 5, times minus 2x, the power of 2, it will be 2, it was 1, and it becomes 2. 5 plus 2 is 7. You see, we go like that until we go to this point, which is when we have 1 the power of 0 and minus 2x the power of 7, okay? But now the question is asking us to find the coefficient of x squared and x cubed and the expansion of this one. In order to find x squared and x cubed, we don't have to go to the least number, so we can just stop somewhere. Now we have x squared over here, and then we go one step, c the power of 7, and we have 3 over here because it increases by 1. Then a is 1, and the power of 4 times minus 2x, the power of 3, because when we add both of them, they become 7. They give us 7. So we can continue like this, but we don't need, because now what we do here is we are going to find the cofactor. We are only asked to find the coefficient of x squared and x cubed. So this is enough for us because we have x squared over here and x cubed. So how do we find the cofactor? Now, to find the cofactor, what we are going to do is we have the factorial of n over n minus r. Then also we have n minus r factorial times r factorial. This is the formula we use. Now, it's not hard. You'll just understand it. Okay, so n factorial is 7 factorial, which is n is 7. And also we have n minus r, which is 7 minus 0 over here, which will be 7 factorial times r r is 0. 0 factorial is always 1. Okay, what does factorial means? How do we do this one? If you have 7 factorial, what we do is 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 times 3 times 2 times 1. That's how we find the factorial of 7. Okay, the same for this one. We don't have to find the factorial of every number because we can sometimes cancel by the denominator. 7 factorial can be cancelled by 7 factorial. So we will have only 1 over 0 factorial is always 1. So we have 1 over here. For this one we have done. Then again we will do for this one 7. We are going to use this formula. So n factorial is 7. Then here n minus r, 7 minus r, it will be 6 factorial, and r is 1 factorial. So we are going to go 7 times 6 factorial over 6 factorial times 1 factorial. Now by 6 we will have 7 over 1, which is 1 factorial is 1. So again we have here, we have the value of here, this one we already found. The value of this one, cofactor of this one is 1, cofactor of this one is 7, and we are trying to find the cofactor of this one now. So that is the same process. 7 factorial, which is n. So the formula is n factorial over n minus r factorial times r factorial. So n factorial is 7, then n minus r is 7 minus 2, which is 5 factorial. Then again r factorial is r is 2. Then this will be 7 times 6 times 5 factorial. Then again we have 5 factorial over here times 2 factorial. So we can cancel this one by this one. We will have this one, which is going to be, this one is 2. So 2 factorial is honestly 2 times 1, which is 2. So divided by 2 will be 3. 7 times 3 is 21. So the factorial of, the cofactor of this one will be 21. Now the last one that we are going to do is this one, to find the cofactor of 7 and 3. So we will have 7 as n, and then n minus r is 7 minus 4, which is, 7 minus 3, which is r is 3, sorry. So it will be 4, and also r is 3. Now 7 times 6 times 5 times 4 factorial over 4 factorial times 3 factorial, 4 by 4. Then 3 factorial is 3 times 2, which is 6. We can go 3 times 2 times 1, which is the same as 6, right? That's why I didn't write it over here. So 6 divided by 6, this one. So 7 times 5 is 35. Now cofactor of this one will be 35. Okay, we have found the cofactor of these numbers already. Now we just have to multiply with these powers. I'm trying to explain, it's not this much hard, but I'm trying to explain every point. That's why it looks like something that needs a lot of work, but it is not. You can just do it on your calculator. Unfortunately I can't show this over here, but you can do it. So now we have 1. Let's say we have cofactor of this one is 1 times, and 1 times 1 times minus 2x the power of 0 is what? 1. Okay. Plus we have this one is 7 times 1 the power of 6 is 1, and we have minus 2x, which is minus 2x. Okay, good. We have 21 times 1 times minus it was minus 2 times minus 2 square is 4, and x square is x square. Okay, then the last one is we have 35, then times 1 minus 2x the power of 3 is minus 8x cubed. Okay, good. Now we will have 1 minus 14x plus, when we multiply this one, it will give us 84x square, and this one will give us by multiplying 0, 280, negative 280 x cubed. Okay, look, now the question only asked us to find the coefficient of x square and x cubed. That's what we want. So the coefficient of x square and x cubed are what? 84 and minus 280. So we can write it somewhere. We don't have space over here. These two are the coefficient of x square and x cubed. For number 2, hence find the coefficient of x cubed in the expansion of 2 plus 5x times 1 minus 2x all raised to the 7th power. Now look, it is asking us to find the coefficient of x cubed. So now as you see over here we have only x, so that only increases 1 power. So when we multiply with x square it only gives us x square, so we don't want that. But when we multiply with x square it will give us x cubed, and also when we multiply this constant with x cubed it will give us x cubed. So that's what we want, only this one. So we take this one because that's what we want, that can give us x cubed. So 2 plus 5x times 84x square minus 280x cubed. Now multiplying this one will give us 2 times 84, which is 168x, isn't it? Yeah, x square. And then 2 times minus 280 is minus 560x cubed. Then 5x times 84 is 0. We have 2. Then 40, 42, 420x cubed. Then 5x times minus 280 is, I think it is minus 1400, isn't it? X to the power of 4. It's not important. We are not asked to find the power of 4. We are asked to find the power of 3. So we don't want this one. We don't want this one. And also we don't want this one. We only want this one. Therefore, minus 560 x cubed plus 420 x cubed. Now, when we add both these numbers, we get 140, but negative 140 x cubed. We are only asked to find the coefficient. Therefore, we don't have to write the x cubed. So the coefficient of x cubed is minus 140. Okay, that's the answer. Thank you.